23 years ago, a caveman was out hunting on the frozen wastes when he slipped and fell into a crevasse. In 2019, he was discovered by some wizards and thawed out. He then started raiding on P99 and became Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer. He used to be a caveman, but now he's a lawyer. Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer! Brought to you by Wart Pots. Made by bears from giants for those times when you just can't die. And by Vanquish Motivational Speaking Consultants. If your raid isn't inspired within 5 minutes, you don't pay. And by Koth Racing. Still legal in 4 zones. It's sad, it's not fun, it's Koth Racing. And now, tonight's episode of Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer.
Mr. Keyrock, are you ready to give your summation?
It's just Key Rock, Your Honor, and yes, I'm ready, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm just a caveman. I fell in some ice, and later got thawed out by some of your wizards. Your world frightens and confuses me. Sometimes the pinging sounds of your discords make me want to strip out of my raid gear and run off into the hills, or whatever. Sometimes when I get a notification on our bat phone, I wonder, did little demons get inside and type it? I don't know. My primitive mind can't grasp these concepts. But there is one thing I do know. When a man, like my client, isn't paying attention and gets trained in Temple of Vishan, then he is entitled to no less than 2 Volak concessions in compensatory damages and 2 Volak concessions in punitive damages. Thank you.
The jury will now retire to deliberate.
Your Honor, we don't need to retire. Keyrock's words are just as true now as they were in his time. We give him the full amount.
Did you hear that, Mr. Keyrock?
Hang on a second. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was listening to the magic voices coming out of this strange modern invention. This has been Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer. Join us next week for another episode. Here's a scene. Thank you very much, thank you. First of all, let me say how happy I am to be your nominee for new server GM. Thank you. Thank you. I really don't understand your rating rules or your play nice policy because, as I said in my application, I'm just a caveman. I fell in some ice and later got thawed out by wizards. But there is one thing I do know. We must do everything in our power to increase bag limits. Thank you.
Next time on Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer.